Today we are at the Nine Arches Bridge in Ella, Sri Lanka. I invite every one of you to visit this beautiful place if you are visiting or traveling in the hill country of Sri Lanka. When you are driving in the Nine Arch Bridge road from Ella side, the car park is easily visible near the sharp left turn. There are some boards at the entrance with some details. This is a private car park which can accommodate about 10 cars. There is an upper car park closer to the bridge, but local people will ask you not to drive on the road. But I feel it will not be a problem if you got a good 4-wheel drive and the required skills. If you decided to park on the lower car park, now you got two options. Option 1 is to walk on the steep concrete road on a footpath and finally on the railway tracks through a tunnel. If doing all that is not comfortable to you, option 2 is to take a 3-wheeler to the upper car park. Few members of my family who took the 3-wheeler said it is a bit of a thrill ride since half of the track was muddy. After walking for about 100 meters, you will see a small path to your right. You need to turn from here. There will be a small wooden structure to be seen as well. This is a shop, but most of the time it will be closed. A small bench is there to rest for a bit. You can see the train tracks also. That indicates we are going in the correct way and getting close. After reaching the rail tracks, turn left towards the tunnel 40 and walk through it. Nine Arch Bridge is between the Ella railway station and Denuwara railway station and is called Arukku Namaye Palama or Ahas Namaye Palama in Sinhalese. Latter name is given due to seeing 9 skies from under the bridge. When you come out of the tunnel, you will see the magnificent 9 Arch Bridge. To your left, you will see the upper car park and 2 snack bars. Trains will have a maximum speed of 15 km per hour in this area. Please note it is illegal to walk on train tracks in Sri Lanka. To be safe, make sure you know the train timetable. You can get it from any railway station on the Badulla line. Locals will also know the train times. Since there are not many trains, you should be able to do a short walk like this without getting into trouble. If you are traveling with kids, ask them to be careful since there's a chance their foot will get stuck between the rail and the guide rail. This is a train coming from Badulla. It will be 3 to 6 kilometers of travel depending on the route you take from Ella railway station. I recommend you to take the longer 9 Arches Bridge road because it is the most accessible road. On the other routes, you will have to walk down steep, unsafe slopes which is dangerous and hard when it is rainy because they are slippery. Also, leeches will have more chances of getting to you due to the overgrown vegetation at the latter part of the journey which you need to walk. You can see the beautiful surrounding areas. There are some tea plantations done which makes the area more beautiful. There will be few small wooden benches around the place to sit and relax for a bit. This is the view from the other side of the bridge. There is a small creek running under the bridge but is not much visible from the top. This viaduct was built in the year of 1921. Length of the bridge is 91.44 meters or 300 feet. It is 7.62 meters wide, which is 25 feet, and 24.38 meters tall, that is 80 feet. The design and construction of this 9-span viaduct is attributed to Mr. P.K. Apuhami. Train line from Colombo to Badulla, also known as Main Line, was constructed in phases. Around year 1900, the construction of the segment from Bandaravela to Badulla started. British officials and Sri Lankan labour were used to construct the line. Starting of World War I in 1914 impacted the construction and is a reason for this magnificent bridge. You should see the far away train from here as well. This train is again from Badulla. Mr. P.K. Apuhami was a man born in 1870 and was living in Kappatipola in Valimada, Sri Lanka. He was a popular devil dancer and a drummer. In the early 1900s, he lost a drumming competition held in Kalupana area to another drummer and was very sad and shy. On the day, he returned home without saying anyone, and even without changing his devil costume he used for his performance. On the way, he met some British officials and workers who were working on the railway line near Ohia railway station, who initially got scared after seeing him. Later they found it was just Mr. Apuhami returning home with his costume. With this encounter, they got to know each other, and later British officials asked him to find labourers for the railway line construction. When the railway line reached the gap in Gotuvala, British engineers was planning a steel bridge. But due to First World War, steel was in high demand, and the steel consignment for the bridge was seized and repurposed for war-related projects. Construction came to a standstill. With this, Mr. Apuhami came with the idea of a bridge without any steel and requested to hand over the construction to him. With an initial rejection, after the plans were reviewed by Mr. D.J. Vimalasurendra, who was the chief designer and project manager of the upcountry railway line, later British agreed to hand over the construction to Mr. Apuhami. Details of the plans are available in the report titled Construction of a concrete railway viaduct in Ceylon, published in year 1923 by Engineering Association of Ceylon. This train is from Colombo side, but I think it's coming from Kandy. This was a challenging construction due to the quagmire at the bottom of the gap between the mountains. When the work started in 1913, Mr. Appuhami instructed his men to put rocks to the bottom of the gap to make a rock bed, and 8 brick columns were built on it. Mr. Appuhami completed the construction within about a year with only using brick and cement. Due to the heavy use of local material, the cost of the construction was very low, and the British was not sure of the structural integrity. As an assurance, Mr. Appuhami told that he will lie down under the bridge for the first train to pass through the viaduct. History says that he kept his word and no issues happened. And with some of the payments made for him by British, he treated poor villagers. This is the Podi Manike train going towards Denuwara railway station. Nine Arches Bridge is servicing trains day and night since the opening of this section from Bandarawala to Badulla in year 1924. This is Denuwara Manike train going towards Ella en route to Colombo and is the latest addition to the main line. Hope you enjoyed this video. Visit www.thearjuna.com or www.thearjuna.net for location details and more information.